when we're running a play to the three technique, like here to the right, the next question they got to understand is, where's the tag? Is he inside the three or outside the three? And I'll give you a shot of that here in a second. Once again, versus an Oki type of front, you know, from a, can we double either side to get to the backer? Yes, we can. Does the center have a chance to cover up the nose with the backside guard coming? Yes, we can. Am I going to have to read the edge defender of the defense, whether we run it right or whether we run it left? Yes, we are, because the tight ends in both cases, doesn't matter which way you run this, they're going to be single blocking those outside linebackers. Now, when we know something, when we get to the film, we're going to see a picture like this, but the team is going to know something, and they're going to turn the two-man double into a three-man gang and handle it. But right now, I'd be thinking I'm off the edge defender, right or left. I'm working outside in with a landmark, with an aiming point at the outside hip of the tight end and trying to chase that outside hip until something takes me off of it. Okay, here we're going to run the play to the left only because I've got my tight end to the left. So disregard where the running back is in this slide. You can put him in pistol, or you can put him in far. But if we're running the football play to the left here now, here's my example of, we're running it at the three technique, but we've got the tag linebacker outside of the three technique. So in this case, we're asking the center to really zone and get to a three technique, get to a linebacker who's outside of a three technique. So when I see this look and I'm running the outside zone into this look, in my mind, this is a pre-snap. I'm going to slow my pace down because I want the football to be inside the three technique. So once again, it's not a drastic change of pace, but it is a ball snapped, and I can be very slow and deliberate because ultimately this ball is going in the backside A gap. The center is going to come front side. The tag is going to flow. The center is probably going to take over the three inside out. The guard hopefully can get to the tag or get around the three technique, and that ball is going to press an upcut inside the center's block. And you can help yourself get the ball there by understanding three technique wide tag, slow your roll a little bit so you can let that center get out in front of you. Three technique inside tag, then we're going to run it normal and react normal. So that's the coaching points I'm giving guys as we go through this. The other thing that's important to me is understanding what's on the backside, the difference between a backside one technique and a backside 2I or a backside two technique. Because the expectation is for that right guard in this picture, he should cover up that backside G. And now this ball has a chance to upcut and split the defense. Now, whether the backside tackle can get to the backside linebacker, that's another story and another discussion. But pre-snap, when I look at this picture, I'm thinking that ball is going to split the defense based on pre-snap alignments. Does that make sense? Okay, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, do you ever tell your running back or, based on this picture, if he was, in pistol or sidecar to the right, to help influence in some way so he can make sure that right guard is able to cut off that G?
That
just naturally?
I was going to say I haven't done a lot with trying to influence the backside. I have done more talked with guys about influencing the linebacker on the front side. So for example, so to answer your question, no, I have not, in terms of giving the back a way to work so the backside guard can do a better job on his block. I have not coached that. What I have coached at times is the back on the front side linebacker, giving him a false read so you can either slow him down or speed him up to get the ball where you want to get it. If that makes sense. You okay with that, Jared? As I say it that way? Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree with that. It's obviously you have the advantage of, on the front side of the play of really walling off the defense there, so you can cut it back, like you're saying, behind the center. So
yeah. So my here's another point to you would be, and I learned this working with Joseph Adai, and Joseph Adai taught me this. I didn't teach him this, and then I've taught it since he taught it to me. Joseph would run his outside zones And if he wanted to get his up cut, he would almost feint like he was going to run around the edge to try to get the front side linebacker to run a little bit. So he'd be on his track. He'd give like a little feint, like I'm about to take this around the edge, to just move the linebacker a little bit. And then he put his foot in the ground and upcut. And he would do the same thing to try to get the linebacker to hesitate. He had the look where he thought, I can get the edge. I'm going to press, show him like I'm going to give him an upcut to get the backer to hold, and then keep the ball outside. So that little kind of body lean, trying to get the linebacker to either speed up or hesitate so you can get where you want to get, was something that he taught me. And then I would teach that to guys, when we were running this a lot, and, giving them just some answers to either slow the linebacker down or speed him up based on where you wanted to put the ball. I thought those were good, always some good things that you could have in your back pocket. On the backside, like I said, I don't really have a ton of answers of working the backside lineman that way. Okay. So here's a look of, so we're in dice now. So just think of this as a team's trying to play too high. Okay. So we're 2x2. We've got our slot receiver to the right with the X receiver. We got our Z into the boundary. They're showing us a too high look. The nickel will is walked out to what would be the right of the picture. And now we can run a concept and we can tag it where the linebacker is backside or the tag is backside. So now that's going to force the center and the play side guard really to work back to the tag. And now we've got the tackle and the tight end, whether this is a true zone and we're tripling to +1. Well, no, in this case, if the tag is backside, it's a true zone and we're going to triple to +1. To me, this is a bounce look for the ball carrier. The linebacker, the +1 is inside the triple block, and we've got a 7 technique. So this pre-snap look to me would be, I'm getting this ball in the D gap based on the pre-snap look. Now, post-snap, if something else changes and happens, so be it. But that would be the thought process here pre-snap. Does that make sense to you? To you guys? Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then based on what we wanted to do out of this, let's just say for argument's sake, to the left of the screen, they drop the safety down to the left of the screen. And in this particular picture, the tight end's off the ball, so the Z receiver can't move out there. One of the things we would get to, and that's why I kind of showed you the different plays, is, okay, we called zone. We want to run zone. Okay, we had the look. Oh, shit, they brought the safety down. Now we don't have a great look. Let's lefty, lefty, lefty. Let's remike it to the left, and now let's turn this play into arc. So now we can take the tight end and he can arc the drop down safety. Now the tag is left, and now we're pushing to the tag in the B gap, and now the backside zone's handling the backside linebacker, and we're running off the backside end. So having the ability to have the concepts of, I'm running a zone play to a tight end, and the tight end's working a combination block. I'm running a zone play to the tight end, but the tight end is going to arc release, and it really becomes an open side zone concept, or at least how the back reads it and perceives it. And then if we were running this play to the right, we could have an open side zone concept. And then you have the pin and pull part of the play as well, so you can try to get to the edge. But that's how this would play out to me. If we saw a too high team, we wanted to run zone into the boundary away from nickel pressure, versus this look, we can tag backside. We've got excellent leverage on the defense. Ball carrier thought process, I'm going to press the ball and I'm going to get outside and I'm going to be a D-gap runner. Oh, shit, they start to work the safety down. They invert the safety. Lefty, 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 arc, arc. And now we go about our business. Tight end arcs to the run support. Now the zone goes front side to the linebacker on the left hash. Backside works their -1. And then we go about our business. So the arc, having that arc play end, is a good play to call and run first week rotation, and it's a good play to be able to check to versus something that's coming into the boundary that you can't block effectively. Any questions or concerns there?